welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kendra and I'm a physician assistant in ENT surgery, and I make videos on lifestyle, health, medicine, PA tips, but mostly PA tips because that's the only videos I have right now. So today's video is going to be a frequently asked questions video. I get a lot of questions via email or direct messages, and sometimes I just don't have the time to sit down and answer all of your questions, so I figured I would just get all the questions that I get asked all the time and make a video for you guys. I'm going to have the questions listed below in the description box and what time they all start, so that if you guys want to go back and reference a question, or if you just have a specific question you're looking for me to answer, you can find it below and go directly to the question. So let's get started. Oops, it would help if I was holding it the right way. How many hours do I work and how many days a week? So I generally work at 8 o'clock in the morning and I usually get off around 5, so that's, whatever 8 to 5 is. I'm really bad at math. I sometimes go in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I leave a little bit early and sometimes I leave a little bit late. It really depends on the day because my days are so varied, but generally I'm always in the hospital and I always go to the office afterwards to help whichever office needs more help. I work Monday to Friday every week. I do work every third weekend. So I generally take call during the week, including the night call. If I have to go in, I go in, and that same week I do go in and round at the hospitals only. So I would say I work roughly a little bit over 40 hours, but I don't really mind because I love my job and it's fulfilling to me, and if you love what you do, then you don't feel overworked, right? Tips for new grads. So the main tip I would have for new grads is to know your worth. Don't take a job that is underpaying you and making you work over 40 hours and making you see more than 40 people a day and working every other weekend. Like, it's not worth it. There's jobs out there who will pay you more and you won't have to work your butt off like that. I know it's your first job out of school and you're super excited, but try not to get caught up in the feeling of being, right out of school and you're really excited. Like, you are worth more than you know, and you deserve to be paid well, to have a good schedule, and to not be overworked. How did I get involved in aesthetics? So before I started PA school, I did work as a medical assistant in plastic surgery, so that is where I got my first exposure to Botox, fillers, cosmetic procedures, etc. I have a pretty artsy background. I used to dance and play piano when I was younger, so art and medicine just kind of made sense. What should you major in for PA school? I get asked this question a lot, like a lot. So my best advice for picking a major for school is to look at the PA schools that you're interested in and see what their prerequisites are, and then after that go to your school and see which majors have classes that line up the most with the prerequisites, and also try to pick something that you're actually interested in, because if you're not interested in the subject, you're probably not going to do as well and it will affect your GPA, and you don't want that to happen. It's okay if your major doesn't have every single prerequisite that's on the list for the schools, because you can always take classes outside of your major, or if you graduate, you can take the prerequisites at a community college like I did. I took microbiology at a community college. I also took genetics outside of my major at FSU. If you could go back and tell yourself one thing before PA school, what would it be? If I could go back and tell myself one thing, it would be get your butt on a plane and travel, because once you're in PA school, your life is over. Really though. It's really intense, it's really time consuming, and it's hard to even have time for yourself. So take as much time as you can to focus on yourself. Go to the gym, go work out, that's the same thing. Go, so whatever country that you wanted to go to, just do things for yourself, go shopping, do whatever, because once you're in school, you just don't got time for that no more, For myself, I got into school with only 2 weeks before school started, so I didn't have time to do anything really for myself, and I wish I had a lot more time before I started school. So take advantage. Take advantage. Did you get into PA school the first time? Yes, I got into PA school the first time. I graduated from FSU May 2013 and I applied in August of 2013 and got accepted in December. I highly believe in the law of attraction, and I feel like if you really want something and you really focus all your attention to it, you will get there and the world will help you get there too. Did you have to take more classes to raise your GPA? I did not take more classes to raise my GPA. I felt I had a pretty good reason to not have a really up to par GPA. One of my really good friends passed away my freshman year, and also I was traveling a lot for the dance team that I was on at FSU. And finally when I decided I wanted to be a PA, I stopped all of that and I focused a lot more in school, and my last year there I had all A's. So as long as you have a good reason and you ended up focusing to get to where you want, schools generally don't mind, except if they don't take anything below a 3. Then you're screwed. Just kidding. No, you're not. Find schools that take below a 3 because there are schools out there. Did you always know you wanted to be a surgical PA? So yes, I did. Once I was in my plastic surgery job, I watched my first minor surgery with a doctor. He was cutting open the patient. It was a Mohs procedure to get rid of skin cancer, and I'm standing there watching, like super excited, and I get like really hot, like just like really freaking hot, and I'm like, what is going on? My watch is like super tight on me. I can't really breathe, but like once the procedure was over, everything was fine again, and then I was able to watch more procedures, and that never happened to me again. So I knew I could handle it, and after that I had no more problems, and I knew surgery was for me. So if you had an experience where you like maybe passed out or you got really sweaty while you were watching a procedure, it's not the end of the world. Just try again, and who knows, it might be different next time. Did I shadow surgeons before PA school? No, I didn't shadow surgeons before PA school, but if you do have an interest, I would highly recommend finding some and trying to get into the OR and see if you like it or not. But my only exposure to surgery before school was at my plastic surgery job. Elizabeth Pash asks, how would you recommend reaching out to PAs for shadowing opportunities? So I feel really strongly and passionate about this subject because I feel that there are not enough PAs who are willing to let pre-PAs shadow them. I think it's really important, and we were all there at one time. We were all looking for somebody to shadow, and I just feel like it's super important to see what we do and see if it's something that you actually like. Do you have to declare a specialty in PA school, and when should I start shadowing? No, you don't have to declare a specialty in PA school. You learn about pretty much every field, and you also rotate in a lot of the main fields, and your electives are your choice, so you can always pick what you want to do your electives in, but you don't have to declare a specialty after you graduate. You just apply for the jobs that you're interested in. That's that. Gabby Granados asks, did I work while in PA school, and do I recommend it? So I did work during my first semester of PA school. I worked on Saturdays at the plastic surgery job. I found it very doable because the first semester for me was more like a review. I was only 8 months out of school, and I pretty much remembered a lot of the stuff from human anatomy and physiology. So working was not a big deal, but once that semester was over, it got crazy. So I had to quit, and I would personally not recommend working in PA school, but if you gotta do what you gotta do, then you gotta do it, right? I do know one person that I went to PA school with, and she worked through the whole entire thing, and I thought she was crazy, but she got through it, she graduated, she passed, she's a PA now, so if she can do it, then you can do it. Kanisha Pompey asked, did I do a residency to be in surgery? No, I didn't do a residency. I did get very lucky. I had worked in the hospital for a year already, and that's where I met the doctor that I work for now. He happened to be looking for a PA, and I happened to be looking for a job in surgery. So I got really lucky, but I do think surgery residencies are a pretty cool thing, and they help you to get jobs in surgery. So if it's for you, then do it. If not, then don't, and try to find a job yourself. But it's really hard sometimes if you don't know somebody, so residencies are a really good idea for surgery. Melissa Zhang asks, how many hospitals do I work in? Do I wear heels all day with my white coat? And do I wear casual clothes on surgery day and change into scrubs when I get to work. So I work at 2 different hospitals. I used to work at 4 at my old job. I do not wear heels all day with my white coat because I am not crazy. No, I'm kidding. I do wear heels every now and then. Usually it's on my cosmetic days when I do Botox fillers and etc. But usually I'm wearing sneakers and I'm wearing scrubs because ENT can get gross and I'm not about to get all that stuff on my clothes. For surgery day, I just wear the scrubs that I wear for surgery because there's really no point of me changing. I usually get out kind of late, 5. The latest I've been there was 10 o'clock at night and I have no desire to change into clothes again. I just want to get out, go home, and go to bed. So that's all the questions that I have for today, but if I missed any of your questions or I didn't cover anything that you had questions on, go ahead and comment below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Also comment below any other kinds of videos that you want to see from me. I have a few coming up that I'm really excited about. I tried HelloFresh with my schedule. I just wanted to see how it was, so I'll do a review on that, and I also have some scrubs reviews coming up, so stay tuned and get excited. If you don't already follow me, hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps my channel. Why do I do this? I don't know. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you guys next time. So if you're interested in this shirt, it's really cool. It's from Medthusiast. She has a really great line of medical apparel, and if you're a nerd like me, then you'll love it. This is their crop top. Anatomy of the skull. It shows you the bones. This is my little girl Coco. She's making her YouTube appearance. Hi Coco. Oh, she's so cute. Hi. Say hi. Hi. I don't know what she's looking at.